What it is, what it do, man. Welcome to episode 58 of T3MU TV. It's your host, Niro. You know, when you see my face, I got a special guest. I got a very special guest in the building. We got Rob Puts in Work, man. How's it going, brother?
Hey, everything's going great. Thank you for having me, man.
You already, man. We definitely had to get you up here.
Yeah, for sure.
You already, man. You know what I'm
This
saying?
motherfucker, man.
Yes, sir. So, sorry about the coldness, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all good,
Got
man,
up here
you know.
freezing in here, but listen.
It's all good, man. I had to keep the jacket on.
Facts,
you know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Yes, sir.
But it's all good, man. We're going to warm up as we get to chatting. So it's
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Yeah. So it's good to have you on here, man.
Thank
like
you.
I said, before we actually recorded, man, getting to see your interviews, they was very interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was actually tuned in, like for real tuned in to kind of everything you was discussing, everything you was saying, everything you was trying to get across, and you know what I'm saying? I rock with it, man. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
We need more brothers like you.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Like, you know, I just, every time I talk or like it's really coming from a place of like lived experience, you feel me? So
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad that my like interviews resonate with people. I get that all the time. Like I be at the YMCA or I be in Pass and I be in my whip or whatever. People see me and they be like, "Damn, I'm like, damn, okay." And I'm thankful to have platforms that are actually spreading the message, like
Facts.
just good platforms that are spreading like what the city got going on and like the great talent entrepreneurs and just everything that's going on in the city right now. I'm blessed to be a part of what's happening. So
Facts. I feel like Boston's turning that corner soon. We gonna be right there as like a Atlanta. And all those other places that popped or that took a while to pop, because Atlanta took a while to pop. It had Outkast and all that repping hard, but you know, we finally getting our foot back in the door.
It takes time. It takes generations to really put your feet, cement your feet. You feel me? So
in the game,
I feel like we on pace though.
Yeah, facts, absolutely. So we gonna start from the beginning, man. You was born and raised in Boston?
Yes, sir. I was born in Boston. You feel me? And I actually moved all over Massachusetts. Then I moved to Georgia when I was a young bull.
Okay.
When I was around 13, 12. And then I came back to Boston when I was in my late teens, like 18, 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So how was so talk about your younger days here.
In Mass, like, so like my family, my father's from Mission, South End.
Okay.
And my mother's from Heath Street. So you know what I'm saying? So my family is all over Dorchester, Roxbury, JP, you get what I'm saying? My experiences here with just a lot of church, a lot of family, and a lot of like staying safe. You feel me? With family. You feel what I'm saying?
Because in Boston, you could easily slip, bro. Somehow, you know what I'm saying?
But my family, we got a very like tight-knit family, you feel me? And so like my family's like a tribe, you feel me? Like so it was just a lot of like upbringing of just being in my family's embrace and them protecting me and them just giving me good lessons, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I really remember. You feel me?
Okay, about the Boston side.
You get what I'm saying? Like when it comes to just family. You know what I'm saying? Like
but what was you doing more, and was you playing sports, anything when you was in high school or anything like that?
I wasn't really a sports dude. No, I was like in the choir, I was like in Boy Scout shit. You feel me?
So music was just that was the thing.
Music and entrepreneurship. Like I had a Boston Globe route. Like we lived all over Mass. Like my father was a mover. So like so he switched positions all the time, you get what I'm saying? So Boston was the core, but we lived in Brockton, Everett, Norwood. You get what I'm saying? Whenever we moved around, I never stayed in a place for more than like 2-3 years. You get what I'm saying? Like so, like as my father, and then my mother was a dental assistant. So when I turned like 11, she decided like she wanted to go and be around like a black dentist. So that's why we moved to Georgia. You feel what I'm saying? And and then with Georgia, it was a blur. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to like me, I always just been creative, entrepreneur, tech, you know what I'm saying? Like that was just my interest. So my childhood is a blur, bro.
But you remember that introduction to music and, you know, getting that.
It was the Holy Tabernacle. Holy Tab. Like that was my first church, you feel me? And I was in the choir. And my sister was the singer, so I wanted to like be her producer. She wanted to be Tony Braxton. You get what I'm saying? So man. So I just remember that feeling of like seeing my sister trying to sing and me being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn piano so I can produce for her. And then like using the computer to just figure it out. And then as I grew older, you know what I mean, and just kept trying to do music in different, but I never wanted to be the artist. So I went to New Covenant. And I won talent shows at like performing Christian rap, different things like that.
That's what's up.
Under the moniker Lil Rob. yeah, like I stopped rapping. I retired from rap when I was like 14. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just like help people.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then,
it just wasn't. You just didn't feel like it gave you that spark.
Yeah, I mean, being on the stage, performing, dancing, like it just. I'm not really like overly like I don't like attention all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not big on like having that beam on me as I got older. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, it was like fire. Ooh. Yeah, it was fire when I was younger. But as I got older, it's just not my thing. Like I like seeing progress. That's like what excites me the most. Like, and that's nothing to do with like what you see. You feel me? That's like a lot of back end things. And then I just learned. I never wanted to really be the artist. I wanted to help people progress in their careers, like even as a young bull. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. So did you attend college?
I went for a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I stopped school altogether. Like when I was maybe 19. You feel me? And just went all in on talent management. You feel me? So. Yeah, that's what
you remember what major you took?
I think it was computer science.
Okay. I mean, you was in the right direction.
Yeah. I could have done it. I should have the engineering shit.
Yeah, word. You definitely should have got it. Went to Berkeley. You would have been alright.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's all good now. You feel me? Like, but yeah, like with me, like because my parents never went to college. College isn't something that was in the household like heavily. Like you know what I'm saying? It was more so like work. By the time I turned like 20, like. I'll never forget being a teenager. I worked at the Grove Hall, Stop and Shop, and Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I'm saying? I was working like 70 hours a week.
Grinding.
Yeah, type. And I like even before that, like I had worked dozens of jobs, and that's what my parents had like kind of instilled in me. You feel me? Is to work. And actually, my last experience working was at that right in my like was working with Clayton and the dude that owned Dunkin' Donuts. He owned he owned like 20 Dunkin' Donuts in Boston.
Wow, dang! I don't know that dude. But definitely got.
But yeah, so I said like, yo, bro, like, how did you acquire everything? And I was a young boy. I was like a teenager still. And I said, how did you acquire everything? He said, bro, I just worked. And that was the last time. I said, I bet. And I can't get it like this. You feel
Facts.
me? And then so I just been on my own working and building my companies ever since. You feel me?
For sure, man. For sure. Okay, so let's So what made you, I mean, you kind of explained it, you know, you don't want to be in front of, you know, you don't want to be on the mic or dancing on stage or kind of being on the entertainment side.
Yeah.
But what gave you, so let me ask this, what gave you the courage to start building your own management company? Because, not to interrupt you, sorry, but normally when, you know, people want to manage people for music, they just say, okay, I'm just gonna get in a relationship with an artist, and you know what I'm saying, we gonna build up from there. Yeah. Versus you said, I want to manage artists, but I also want to have my own management company. Yeah. Which is dope to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's kind of how I think. Like, yeah, I want to manage an artist, but what if I had a whole company and then, you know, I can bring in people as well. You know what I mean? So what gave you the motivation to really do that?
I think it's just natural for me. Like, I've been trying to start companies since I was a child. You feel me? Like, I used to, I flipped paper routes. Yeah. I used to sell PSPs. You feel me? So I used to like take PSPs, load them up with games, flip them, stuff like that. And I always said like, yo, one day I'm gonna own a company. I'm gonna own a big company. You feel me? So once I got into management and management called me and I answered the call, you feel me? I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it in the sense that it's gonna scale. And the only way to scale something, you can't scale something as an individual because you only got 24 hours. You only wake, breathe, and sleep yourself. The only way to scale something is to make it an organization and organize it. You feel me? Like, that's just something I innately know. You feel me? It's not really anything that was taught to me or anything like that. It's just something that like I just know. Yeah, like, where it's like I don't know. Like, it's like if. It's been since I was young. Like, people tell me stories all the time, even now. Like, where when I was young, I just know how to put it together. You feel me? Like, and when you putting stuff together, the only way to do that is through organization. Facts. And organization is business. So you get what I'm saying.
But when you was on those paper routes and you was doing the PSPs, it wasn't you and the group of friends. It was mainly you, right?
But the way you have to use the network. So it's like, because the paper route, my first paper route was for the Boston Globe. I was 8. Yeah. But so I had to get it from an older girl. So she gave me the paper route. Oh, okay. You get what I'm saying? So even then, like, it was like a under table, like it was under. So I had to utilize someone else. You feel me? Like, it wasn't just a direct. Like, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, I get. You still had to network in a way, and find somebody.
Yeah,
and
then even with PSP, it's peer-to-peer sharing because the games. So like when you so I would get messed up PSPs for cheap. So I would need people that have messed up PSPs that I could get them for cheap from. Then I would have to go on the computer, go to pspiso.com, and then peer-to-peer download. Like, used to be like 3 gigabytes. Then some of the games you'll have, like, let's say it'll be NBA Live 2007, 8, 9 or whatever, and then it's without sound or something, or it glitches at a certain part.
Facts.
But,
yes.
So people would have to, using the computer, like, people would have to upload it. So there was always a dependence on, like, the network of people. So it's still organization. Like, every time it was never just me. Like, I'd never been reliant on just my own abilities, because I think if I was relying on just my own ability, I wouldn't get nowhere, to be honest.
Nah, I feel you.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big person where I think, like, you know, putting people in the room that can do what they do at a high level is like a skill that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to like technicality, I'm not the most technically skilled person, you feel me? But when it comes to those tangible soft, like the non-tangible soft skills that then dictate and like influence growth, I'm just skilled at that. You get what I'm saying? And it's something where when you're younger, you can't really see it, but then now as time goes on, it's like, it's very important.
Yeah, facts.
Especially when it comes to keeping it together, because sometimes the most talented person won't have the wherewithal to see it through because they feel entitled because they're talented. Whereas when you're organizationally based and your understanding of how things go, and you learn and you give into the space of understanding organization, then you can like kind of follow the peaks and valleys. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Nah,
with some people, with some people, just their talent, they don't always understand the peaks and valleys. Yeah.
And you could be there to help them.
Facts.
Yeah, you feel me?
Facts,
I understand. I never really thought of it that way. You kind of made me think of it different. Like, that is kind of networking. Even like down to like when dudes sell sneakers on Facebook, that's still kind of networking.
Yeah, it's like, because you need a network. It's not by yourself. Like, like even if you're doing it individually, if there's no one selling some apart, like, you're not just selling your time. You're not just like going to work is like you selling your time. So that means there's an employer and there's someone. There's no other end of like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're employed to do a job for someone, whether you do it great or not, it's their decision. You feel me? Facts. When it comes to like flipping sneakers, or like there's a middle transaction, like there's you have to get on the internet, you have to find someone doing something, then you have to find a buyer. Yeah.
Somebody that likes the product.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's business. You feel me?
Facts.
Even if you're doing it by yourself, even if you're a solopreneur, you feel me? It's still business that you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So how many artists do you manage right now?
Currently I manage 2. I manage a producer and an artist, but I do business with like several artists and entities, you feel me? And
who's the artist that you met?
C4, you feel me? One of the most promising young artists coming out of Boston, coming out of Mass in New England, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And then producer Gib DJ. Which he's a phenomenal producer. Was nominated for Producer of the Year at the Boston Music Awards. And those are my 2 talents, and we're going the distance together. You feel me?
Facts. And they're the only 2 on your label.
Currently, yeah.
Okay.
And you know, my label situation, it's an independent label. And it's really me, C4, and Gib just making it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, cause the breakdown of management can be so iffy. You feel me? So my brothers believe in me, I believe in them, and we came to the table for this time period to do something that makes sense for the longevity of all of us. You feel me?
Facts,
and that's what really Putting Work Records is. And I'm thankful for my brothers for believing in me and wearing this, like wearing it like they should. You feel me? And And
you had before Putting Work Records, you had Stupefy.
Stupefy,
yes.
That's why I had to change the name, man. Hard to say.
It's hard to say. I was gonna let him say it.
Stupefy, you feel me? Yeah. So Stupefy got up to like, I was managing up to like 15 people, man. And Stupefy, you know what I mean? I started that in my teenage years, and I dissolved that and started Putting Work based off of like, we had a studio on Blue Hill Ave called Putting Work Studios. And several artists came through. I helped dozens of artists make music. And I just was like, Putting Work is really the mantra. Like, that's really like represents all my shit. And it's easy as fuck to say. So I'm gonna run with it.
You gonna run with it? Might as well take it.
Super
fly. And I was gonna ask you, how did you? Because I know you was from Boston, but I didn't know you also had some time in Georgia. So that's where your first artist
came from. So Georgia informed a lot of my cultural awareness, like for Black culture and like understanding, like, because I was in Georgia during Future's run. Like, I'll never forget. I was like 16, and someone, a girl that worked with me, handed me Dirty Sprite. You get what I'm saying? And like, you get what I'm saying?
That's a legendary tape, bro.
You get it, like, but handed me like and said, "This the guy." You know what I'm saying? Wow. And so, or seeing like, you know, one of my boys was signed to the dude that discovered Travis Porter. So I got to meet CEO Charlie when I was young as fuck. You feel me? And just seeing like, you know, in Georgia, you know what I mean, there's just more motion, like where you can bump into people that lives have been changed via music. Yes. So it makes it much more attainable. And I see that and I'm like, I need that for my city. You feel me? Like, I need my city to know that like this is attainable. Like, motherfuckers out here getting money in music, motherfuckers out here getting money making culture.
Facts.
We really building our net worth off of what we can create. And that's why I wear this mantle so hard. You feel me? Because it's like, my city and the people in it and the young bulls in it got to see that this is possible. You
Absolutely. Yeah. And you got to step hard. And you can't. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to rep it even when it don't make sense. Like even in Georgia, I was repping my city hard. Like everybody was like, you know, a lot of people would have assimilated. You feel me? Like, but it's just like for
you
me,
ain't in Boston, man. Like, cut that out.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, that's that my city. You know what I'm saying? I got it tatted on my chest when I was like 15. You feel me? Like just double stamping that shit. And then when I came back, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to. I got this knowledge, I got this understanding, and then I got the network of like, and it's the same thing as like what we were talking about before, like my understanding of like pipelines, you know what I mean, making it make sense all over, you feel me? And then you create pipelines and networks, and you can't just get thinking that we're gonna have everything we need just here's the source, it's the base, it's home. But you know, you really prove yourself in other places, but then you come back home, rejuvenate, make some shit, and then go rep.
Nah, for real.
You get what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
for real. As you listen, you on it right. I'm surprised there ain't 100 Boston artists knocking down your door saying, "Listen, man, you got to manage me."
I
bro.
mean, there's a lot.
So there is.
There's a lot of artists that want, you know what I mean. But right now, I'm taking it slow. Like I just want to make sure C4 is being like the attention and time is properly to his career, and just, of course give DJ. And I want to make sure that like we're not in no rush. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna own companies in this business. Putting work is gonna be here for a long time. So
absolutely.
I'm just making it make sense. So when it's time, like I can help everybody that needs help and that's worthy of, you know, being helped by me from my perspective. You feel me? Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so how would you say the business is going right now?
Booming.
Clicking. It's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, it's all right.
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah. That's good. Some people, when I ask them that question, they be like, it's all right.
Nah, this shit, bro, like, and for me, it's just a simple matter of like, I understand, like, I've done reached that, because this is my 11th year, so I've reached that time where I understand. I was just talking to my man's, another manager in the city, shout out to Cash. I was talking to him the other day, like, I reached a point where, like, I'm over the hump of knowing, like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Like, I got 40 years, if I'm healthy, 50 years to do this.
Facts.
So it's just like, it's gonna come like how it needs to come.
So you're not really rushing.
No,
taking everything step by step.
Yeah, and I don't have to like. I'm not like if someone's saying like their metrics, like what's your metrics of success? Like I'm at the right pace for the right time that I'm in at the current moment because I assess and analyze where I'm at and where I'm going. You feel me? So there's no way I can say this isn't working based off of what it's how it's going now. If you're thinking that you're gonna go from 0 to 1,000. It's easy to get lost in like, damn, this ain't working out. You feel me? But the 1,000 can happen after years of 10.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, and I know that I've seen it. So it's like the peaks and valleys things we just talked about. You feel me? It's like back to that. Like I know the peaks and the valleys and how it works. So it's like I'm not tripping. Like this is booming.
You
like,
you know shit is on the way.
Yeah, big shit.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yeah,
sound like it's already in motion.
Yeah. I mean, the meat, like, cause like I know what it was like, you know, year 3, year 2. You feel me? And now like the phone calls I'm getting, the meetings I'm in, my schedule, how it looks. You feel me? Like I know it's currency. You feel me? I know currency is in motion. You feel me? So I think a lot of times business-minded people and entrepreneurs get too caught up on the dollar amount to know whether know something good or bad. But for me, it's like the currency of everything. Like my worth is up.
Yeah.
Like it's up.
That's deep.
My boy Some Bangers put it in words I couldn't describe. You feel me? He was like, man, if I had to put a number on it, I couldn't call it. You
feel me?
So that's what this is about. Like my worth. Like it's
skyrocket.
It's to the moon.
To the moon. High.
Like you can't count it. You can't type it in.
Yeah.
So
it ain't no number worthy thing.
Exactly. And that's what's real value.
Facts.
You know
Absolutely.
So it's cool.
Absolutely.
So when I decide what to cash in on, you get what I'm saying? Like
I'm lit. I'm good. I know what I'm doing.
Right now I'm just building this shit all the way up. You feel me? It's fun.
As you should, bro.
It's fun. It's fun though.
As you should. And you definitely doing your thing, man. You definitely doing your thing. Okay, so what are some challenges being the founder of Put in Work Records in the business period, and also being a hands-on manager?
Well, see, for me, one of the biggest challenges, like, of being like a visionary and like having a vision and having a mindset is like being able to like bring it down to earth and actually make it effective, efficient, and sustainable.
Yeah.
You know? That probably the hardest part. Now, when it comes to being a manager on top of being an entrepreneur and a business owner, it's about making sure that your talent still is getting everything they need. That's why we have check-ins. That's why we have meetings. That's why we make sure they're on their path. We make sure that they have their task list. They have their goals for the year. Yep. They have their goals for the decade. They have their goals for 5 years. And, you try to guide them through and make sure they're straight. And when it comes to the biggest challenge, it's all about just making sure you're effectively communicating and not getting lost in translation. You feel me? I feel like a lot of times, in this business and just in the creative business and creative entities, it's easy for things to go unsaid and then them to have meanings that aren't there. If that makes sense.
That's true. Nah, it makes sense.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Because you're dealing with creative people, so they have imaginations. You get what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
So not allowing my ego to come in and dictate how to communicate effectively with a creative. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they have imagination. Sometimes things need to be broken down, because I'm also a creative. You feel me? So just breaking things down as thoroughly as I can and making sure that if there is missteps, they're just communicated. I think communication can cause conflict that really isn't there. You feel me?
Yeah. If you're not having those conversations or communicating.
Yeah.
So
Effectively, and like, you know what I mean? And in this business, coming to the moment of like where sometimes you have to separate. Like sometimes you and your talent, or you and your business partner, aren't in the same direction anymore. Sometimes you guys aren't going the same place, and it's a hard thing to be able to really come to that conclusion and learn how to end things without malice or without like
it just being a problem.
Energy. Where it's just like, nah, like business wise, like we not here, so it's not no weird shit. It's just you should go on your way, I'm gonna go on my way, and we gonna do it the right way. You feel me?
Facts. Yeah. And I've been through that, and it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm that type of person where it's like, if it don't work, I'm never gonna be like, oh, say if you sitting there, you be like, yo, what happened to you? I'm not gonna be like, oh, this suck ass nigga, or this bitch ass. I'm gonna tell the truth. We didn't work out. If there was shit on my part, I'm gonna say there was shit on my part. There was shit on his part, there's shit on his part. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like nowadays is harder to see, to find people like you. You know what I'm saying? That you could have a conversation with, and if it don't work, it don't work. You're not gonna take it with you, or you're not gonna feel like that person's. You're gonna talk negative about them. It's just,
it didn't work.
It just didn't work.
It didn't add up for that time period. You feel me?
Exactly.
It's still all love, especially if we had like fruitful endeavors. You feel me? And that's the one reason where even now in my like endeavors, I don't take on like full-blown careers. I just manage projects. Like, of course, I have my artists that I've been with me for multiple years now, so we locked in. Like, they got my loyalty forever. So until they just be like, yo, Rob, I think we should, or I'm with them whatever they need. But on future endeavors and future artists that I work with, it's just like, yo, what project what project you worked it on, where's my role, what's going on. Like, we can break it down, and it gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? Everything gotta make sense, because I only got 24 hours, and that shit getting filled up.
You know what
I'm saying? So like, it's like at any point in time, I can be in 4 different locations at any hour of the day.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying,
you're
like,
busy.
Yeah, it's getting like spooky, like, and it's just like one of those things to where it's like, now I'm really realizing, like, oh, this is what's going on. Like, I gotta really buckle in, like, because now when I'm somewhere that's not worthy, now I'm losing time in a place that I really need to be at. You get what I'm saying? But then it's 4 different places. You get what I'm saying? So you
gotta really choose wisely in a way too.
And I gotta be like, I gotta go to another level with just operations. You feel me? And workflow, and you know, it's a whole new area of like discernment that I have entered, because it's not gonna stop. Like, eventually it's gonna be 15 places I can be, 40 places, 60 places, and it's just not gonna stop. Like, I know it's just gonna really get big, and I gotta go to another level mentally and spiritually to withstand things that are gonna come my way. And I'm just entering that space, and you know, the universe is blessing me with the mindset to take it there. You feel
me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So with you working with different artists and having your signed artists or artists on your label, does there ever come a time where they're like, yo man, like you gotta be over here? You know what I'm saying? Is it
our relationship, like me, C4 and Gib, our relationship so locked in. Like, they've been with me through very dark times. Like, even they were with Stupefied. You feel me? So
yes,
they've been before this
the beginning.
They since the beginning. So they know me. You know what I'm saying? So if they ever need me, they know I'm there. Like, it's not a question. I'll go to the moon and back.
And did you guys grow up together, or you met them on your journey?
I met them on my journey. Like, you know what I mean? I met Gibby when he was 17. I met C4 when he was 16. You feel me? So they C4 is real younger than me. You feel me? That's my that was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? But he grown man now. You feel me? He's holding his own. But I met Gibby when he was 17. I met C4 when he was 16, 15, performing at shows. And I just went up to him and was like, yo, that shit. First time I seen C4 perform, I got like shivers, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, cause it was that
he took you there.
Yeah, it was that emotionally powerful. You feel me? He really put his heart on display, his spirit on display. And that's why his name's Spirit, for real. You feel me? Yeah, for real.
Definitely. Okay. And are you heavily involved in like in the music and the artists, like their songs or their album covers or their album layout?
I mean, when it comes to the executive production, I executive produced over like 13 albums now. You feel me? And
you want to name a couple?
Spirit of a Warrior. Okay. C4. Internal Dialect. Sean Wire.
Okay.
Sorry I Was Scamming, Bally Baby. Instant by Woo. Waves by Hello 6. Well, 4 Agreements by Najee Janey. What else? Reflections by Sean Wire.
Okay.
C4 Spirit of a Warrior Deluxe. Yeah, and I think that's it.
You gave some nice ones. You gave some nice ones. You got a couple. You got a lot out there. Not a couple. You got a lot. You know what I'm saying? But have you ever thought about doing like the DJ Khaled thing where you put an album together yourself?
Yeah, I have, man. You know, I just me and my partners, a few of my partners, we're opening up a new studio in Greater Boston. Okay. And I'm gonna start working on some great music with various artists in the city, and I'm just organizing my thoughts of how I want it to come out and shit. But yeah, bro, I'm ready to make some like energetic music. You know what I mean? Like very energetic. I don't know which direction of energy, but just you gonna feel energy when you hold a put in work record, or you listen to a put in work record, like you gonna feel energy. Like that's our number one. We're an energy company. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Put in work records. Get with them.
You know that.
If you got great music though, you gotta have great music.
Gotta touch something. You
get facts.
Gotta touch the spirit. Gotta touch the heart.
We just don't want to hear a bunch of words, man. You know what I'm saying? We got love for you, but you gotta put something together. Jumbo, yeah, bro. You gotta put something together. Yeah. Okay. So, with all the things going around in hip hop, do you feel like it's changing for the better? You know, people say there's gatekeepers, there's, you know, some people that don't, you know, just old ways about the game, and, you know, do you feel like it's changing?
It's definitely evolving. It's changing. Whether or not it's for the better. Yeah. That's a great question, bro. I feel like with me, my philosophy on things like that is like, it's gonna evolve, it's gonna change. There's gonna be things like, it's easy to see the negative. You feel me? It's easy to hold on to the negative. What I will know is that hip hop has influenced, inspired billions of people.
Absolutely.
So, and gave them hope. So, the fact that
changed their lives as well
for the better.
The better.
So, and gave them hope.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Like, so it's like I can't say, and I think it's happening now more than ever. So, I think like I'm talking about, like, you know, there's kids in Thailand, Brazil,
facts.
You know what I mean? That like hip hop is teaching them a way of thought.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, and it's not negative all the time. You feel me? Now, what I do think is like mainstream hip hop has took a direction, but then I think back on when you think about 90s hip hop, it's just like, it's this much different.
It is.
You think so?
It from 90s hip hop is different from today's hip hop.
In what way?
Storytelling. There's more storytelling. There's more
in 90s hip hop.
In 90s hip hop. Today it's more about making a record, a hit song. Like, if you have a great hook,
and
nobody
isn't that
cares
what
about
happens?
your verse.
Yes, okay, I agree with that 100%. But isn't that what happens when music becomes popularized? You feel me? Like, where it's like now hip hop has become pop.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So
yes.
then a pop record, because when you're talking about global expansion and you're talking about people that don't know English reciting the shit back to back, when vernacular and language is not the same or connected, the hook is, the energy is.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying. So that's why, you get what I'm saying? And when it's popular, I get it. But then what I'm saying is, you can find every aspect of what you're looking for. It's there.
Yeah.
It's just not now. And so back in the day, right? You had FYE, right? You go into FYE, go into Circuit City, you get your CD. You have to pay $10 for your CD to even digest what they just put out.
Yeah.
And then you would have to wait for the video to play on a television channel that you had to pay cable for. So you would
wait a certain time for.
So now you're telling me, like, how can that be better than I can play a Feed the Family? Then I can play a Benny. Then I can play a Benny the Butcher. Then I can play Griselda. Then I can play any hometown music. Then I can go to Michael Jackson and the old music.
Facts.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying. The way it's distributed is better for the fan. But I'm saying the quality of the music.
And
like,
I'm saying the quality is determined to your ability to search. Like which wasn't a
it's
thing.
all about what
your mind is. So it's all up to you, bro. Your intake, because you have every song in your pocket ever.
Yes.
So now it's about your ability to have taste.
Yeah, facts. And I stay listening to a Biggie record. You know what I'm saying? Or the album. So
it's up to you to have that discernment to say who is putting out Biggie type.
Griselda.
You get, or
Davies, and
even going deeper. Like, you have endless. You can find a kid in what the fuck Seattle that's making crazy to the core hip hop.
Facts.
That may have 10 monthly listeners, but he's making. And you can find him.
Facts.
If you get what I'm saying. So it's like, how can I?
It's there, but you gotta search.
It's not in your face, but it's there for you to search. Back in the day, it wasn't even you. It
wasn't so accessible.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, so now I can't complain, because it's like, if my taste level, because everything is accessible to create for the creatives. You feel me? Like, a creator, this pod can be up tomorrow. Facts. So now if it only get 10 views, those are 10 people that found us. That's 10 people, so I can't be mad at them. I can't be, and then, them same niggas would say, oh, Boston was better in the 80s. How?
Nah.
It was better in the 90s. How?
Nah, facts.
I can name you 40, 50, 200 artists that are moving. I can name you 15, 20, 30 entrepreneurs that are doing. And at the end of the day, it's because it's easier to now. The motion is easier. So now it does make a high quantity of trash. Don't get me wrong. It makes a high quantity of trash. but it makes a more quantity of gems.
Gems too as well.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it, exactly.
But,
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, but
right
so it's just like
you.
I can't be one of them niggas that be like, man, this shit is diluted, man. This shit is diluted, but it's spread all out the world.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
There is beauty in the game still.
Yeah, but you gotta have an eye. You gotta have taste. It's not just
ear.
coming to your. It's not just coming to your door. You feel me? And at the end of the day, everybody should implore the ability to up their taste level. That's what I'm saying. Any niggas saying this, that, and the third just don't got no taste level. If you bitching about what isn't and how it isn't, you just ain't got no taste, nigga. You ain't got no taste and you ain't got no skill.
Fact.
You can't find shit, nigga. Get your skill up.
Get your skills up.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you all the way.
Cause real taste makers, nigga, you could put me in you could drop me anywhere. I'ma find some talent. What are you talking about? There's talent everywhere, bro. That's the skill. It's the gem that keeps giving. It's gold everywhere, bro. And at the end of the day, if you want to bitch because you can't see it, get your mind level up.
Get your
nigga.
mind right.
Yeah, that's only on the physical what your mind push.
Yeah, nah, fact.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and there's gold everywhere. There's no matter where you live. If you live in South Dakota, there's some hard motherfucker rapping his ass off in South Dakota. I guarantee you. If I go there for 2 weeks, I'm gonna find him. You get what I'm saying? But that's just my taste level. That's what I can do. That's my skill. But what I'm not gonna be is one of them niggas that bitch and be like, there ain't nobody in the city, or there's only because of what you know.
Yeah, fact.
You get what I'm saying? Your awareness, bro. You're naive. Like, you're naive.
Yes.
You feel me? Like a nigga will say, oh, there ain't no managers. There ain't no. You never even heard of me. Why? Because you never did no research. All you gotta do is Google.
Facts.
And you not even doing that, but you'll say out your mouth. No. There ain't no
dude just quick to talk nowadays versus, you know what I'm saying?
Like where it's like,
yo, bro, I see you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
how can I be a part?
And then that's why you gotta be like, all right, my nigga. And then when niggas get to, mentioning obscene, non-mattering things, like the quality of content isn't determined by the views or the metrics that are set by these platforms. The quality of content is straight on the sonics, the vibe, the feeling. Like, niggas is making good shit here. Nice. Like, and niggas is making good shit all across the world, bro. Now, yes, is that the shit being heavily promoted or being heavily distributed to where you can see it all the time? Maybe not, but is it out there and available for you to find a way to it? Yes. You feel me? And you just gotta get your taste level up. Go find if you really one of them niggas who think you got it figured all the way out, go find some shit to curate.
Yeah, exactly. Go solve the problem to the solution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Like,
go find the solution.
Yeah, facts. You feel me? And that's just how I move, bro. Like, I can't be one of them niggas that be like, oh, hip hop and shit. Nigga, I didn't live in the 80s, nigga.
Nah, that's a fact.
So I'm be like, that's some easy shit to say. Niggas in the 80s was probably like, yo, where disco at?
Nah, facts.
You feel me? Like, niggas just be on some. They
had to knock disco off of hip hop to even get a piece of the light.
Niggas in the 80s like, yo, I miss funk. Nigga, fuck out of here. You
nah,
get what I'm saying?
Word, nah. They just saying that because they're outdated of the music.
Exactly, and the same shit happening now. So when I hear niggas just talking out their ass, like just about hip hop, talking about local shit, just talking anything, clothing, fashion, where it's like, bro, there's so many niggas doing so much shit, and then niggas bitch about it all the time, like, oh, everyone's doing the same, but nigga, you can't find nobody good. You ain't got no taste.
You ain't got no taste. Word.
You can't teach or buy taste, nigga. You only can learn it.
You only can learn it.
You get what I'm saying?
Talk to him, bro. Talk to him.
For real, man. These niggas got to get their shit up, man.
They definitely do, man. Okay. So, do you feel like Boston is supportive, or you get more love from out of town?
I get love, bro. I can't lie. And my city showed me stupid love. You feel me? I can't lie. Like, I'm not about to be one of them niggas that, like, I'm spoiled in that regard. But I also just don't be in places where it just be a quantity of niggas doing, like, I stay low type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're outside to work. Yeah.
I'm outside to work. Like, I got a purpose when I go out. Like, I'm still on the block. Like, I'm still in Roxbury and shit. And I'm focused, bro. I can be on my block. I can do my shit. But I'm not just in it to I don't just sit around.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not with niggas who don't show love for real. Like, cause the minute I see that, I'm not around you no more. You feel me? So, but yo, Texas showed me mad love.
Shout out to Texas.
Texas showed me mad love. California showed me mad love. New York, Georgia showed me mad love. Florida showed me love. Africa showed me love.
Wow.
Fucking Europe showed me love. Nigeria showed me love. Ghana showed me love. Yo, bro, like, show me mad love. Like, where it's like, damn, bro, like, this is crazy. You feel me?
Nah, for real.
And like Germany showed me love. Fucking.
Going around the globe for real.
Yeah,
man.
bro. Like I be on calls with niggas like,
yeah,
and bro, they be like, bro, I see your shit, cause that's what the internet does, bro. Like it's closed off. We can communicate in the world in the snap of our fingers. I talk to different countries every day, bro. So, yeah, like and I get love, and then
I'm here for
and I get love, like bro, when I'm outside, like bro, like people show me love, like, and it's a blessing. You feel me? And I'm blessed to be that, cause I feel I am. Blessed like that. Like I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm also not a rapper or an artist, so it's a little different. Like I feel like with rappers, you know, and just to not like make it like, oh yeah, everyone should feel this love. Like I feel like with rappers sometimes it'd be like people try to pull cards, or people just be scared to say I fuck with you in this city specifically. But I get love from all different types of people: organizers, rappers, artists, producers, creatives, non-creatives. You know, or like DJs. Like people fuck with me because I'm not really looking. I'm not really selfish. It's really like I just connect and move on. You feel me? Like make shit shake. Like
we talk. You know what I'm saying? If we can make something happen, we make something happen.
Yeah.
If not, it was cool talking to you. Bro. Like,
So it's love, and that's just all I feel. But like I said, that's not everyone's experience, and something I have to realize because I come from a privileged place in that sense. You feel me? So I just want to acknowledge that, like. Yeah, people show me love, but I'm me though.
Yeah, facts. Not everybody gonna get that love.
Yeah. And the city can be cold, like
very. Shoulder.
So, and I'm not gonna lie on niggas or be like it just be easy. Like nah, the city can. I've seen it. You feel me? And I see especially when you the talent, bro. Or you know, it's hard. We trying to break it. We trying to break through, bro. And it's hard, bro. And it's hard. Like the city it's a tough city to like really make this shit. Like I'm not even one of them niggas that is delusional about it. Like it is tough, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The art, like I said, one of my artists, like C4 was just on. C4 was just on the biggest platform on the planet.
Yeah.
You feel me? Seen by millions upon millions of people.
That's how that's how I discovered him at first. I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
He from Boston?
Yeah.
All right, he first of all, he got to win. You know what I'm saying? And I was disappointed in that. I definitely want to talk to him about that and how they picked the winner, bro. It was just like, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. So,
and, you know, if he's in the LA or if he's in Atlanta or if he's in New York, the whole city would have followed him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Here, it ain't like that. It's just chatter on Facebook. You feel
me?
You get what I'm saying? About some other shit. Yeah, it's shit like that.
Shit that don't matter.
Yeah. And
that's not going to...
And that shows, like, the mind of, like, the city.
Facts.
In this culture.
Yes.
Specifically. Because at the end of the day, we're a healthcare... We're a school city, and we're not a hip hop city, like on the scope of the world. But we have great music, we have great artists, we have great creators, producers, entrepreneurs, and you know, we have an ability in a place because we're not an unknown ass city.
We're a major city.
We're a global city, like
facts.
It's like so we can have a global presence in any field that, because at the end of the day, there are, I think, 66 colleges in Mass. And I think that equals out to like 1 million or something. I don't know the exact numbers, but it equals out to a lot of people that just maneuver through. Yeah. So if we find a way to really make it make sense, we can make it make sense.
Yeah.
So we just gotta make it make sense. You know
do the damn thing.
If that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling you earlier. We turn in that corner, but I feel like it's the unity thing that's gonna push us over the top, and that's just a hard kind of like challenge that we got to get over, or hopefully that we do get over. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I feel like that's the only part really holding us back.
Yeah, and I definitely think we're getting closer to that. Like from what I've seen in my time contributing in the way I have, is just we're getting closer to where not only are like the energies or people connecting more, but then also cross generations are connected more. Yep. You know what I mean? To like make statements and to inform others, like, yeah, the OGs and the older heads, the older heads need to inform the younger heads like what it was and how we can improve on what we're doing. And then the older younger heads are we're doing our part in informing the younger bulls, and the younger bulls informing the younger bulls. Yeah. And now we got a little system going, you feel me, which wasn't always there, you feel me?
Facts.
And now like I know young bulls like 16, 15 that's rapping. And I'm helping them. And we're putting them on shows. My Young Bull coordinated show. Shout out to Enjoy the Thrill. They just celebrated 5 years. They did Master of the Chamber, like one of the best hip hop competitions in Boston, in the state of in Mass, for real.
Wow.
Yeah, Master of the Chamber. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they had a Young Bull Master of the Chamber where it was all people under 18, 19. You know what I mean? So you got, and then you got like EV. Ajari's the CEO. He's like 20 years old. You feel me? And he's doing great work in the city and just with his boys and with EV, and they're making great music, and just seeing how the city's moving. Like, I'm impressed, like, by what's going on. But I feel like all sectors need to come together and just politic in the sense of like, let's make this shit booming. Like, what do you need? We got it. What you need? You got it. You feel me? It can't be siloed. Voltron of like where it's like, it's all love. Like, no matter where you from in the city, no matter what you know, no matter what you rep, no matter what street you on, you feel me? It's just like we all got a common goal. Facts. You feel me? And that goal is to get our peoples in a better situation. Like, we want to make something for our families. We want to own something for our families and our kin and our next of kin, and we want to leave a legacy in the city that we cherish and that we're from. So, like, we just need to come together and have a collective effort to do that, and we gotta like put the bullshit aside, the bullshit that don't really matter, like it don't really make sense. You feel me? We gotta put that behind us. You feel me? No matter what was going on. But I'm not Martin Luther King, so I can't I can't put myself at risk for these niggas. You understand?
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
But I really want to lead a march down MLK. You dig me? Like even then, like I threw a festival 4 years ago now, and like in Washington Park. You feel me?
Yep.
And
was it the
Future Forward Fest? Yes.
Future
Forward Fest. Yeah.
Okay.
And on some cool Maya shit, but even then it's like, niggas got, what I mean? But I think niggas can go in the future, make it make sense. But we gotta stop. If it's on wax, keep it on wax. Have fun with it. If you know what I mean, we gotta stop killing each other. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Or even shooting at each other, because niggas. We gotta stop that shit. We gotta stop
the unnecessary.
We gotta stop with the high points. You get what I'm saying,
bro? Like, listen,
stop. You get what I'm saying?
Dudes coming outside with Call of Duty guns. You like, bro? You don't need that, dog. Put that away, man. Like, listen,
we gotta stop, and we gotta just do what we need to do for the betterment of our families, because that's all we want. We want that. Well, that's what I would think. Anyone with a common, like-minded goal for me just wants to put themselves, their family, and their next of kin in a better situation. You feel me?
Absolutely. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
About legacy, like you talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Building that. So you have a team that helps you run things, right? Correct?
100.
Okay. So how is it managing a team, and has it been a challenge? Has it been any issues or?
Yeah, man, like, just making sure they have everything they need to do what they want, and, not allowing my time, because I be so busy, bro. Like, sometimes I can't always delegate as efficiently as I'm supposed to, you feel me? And that's still a pain point, but I'm learning, I'm getting better, I'm finding workflows, I'm finding new systems, I'm finding new partners that can help me with that, and I'm making it make sense, you feel me? And then also, like, early on in my career, like, I was very, like, solopreneur as fuck, you feel me? Now I'm like more so like, I got partners here, I got partners there, I got teams here, I got teams there, and I work with people all across the world that have a shared vision and understand my vision, and I understand theirs, and we're like, we're gonna build it. And it's all about like that like-mindedness I keep speaking on. Like, when you have a like mind, it don't matter where you're from. And I'm not just saying that for the city of Boston. I'm saying that's globally. You feel me? When you have there's like-minded people all over the world, and now you got this thing in your pocket where you can follow them on Instagram. You can talk to them via Gmail, email, or whatever.
Contact them whenever
you want. And all it's about is like, do you share the same vision as me? And you can find your people. And the only time you boxed in is when your vision is ops and killing and shit. That's when you boxed into your neighborhood. But when you have a vision of, I want to help, the sky's the limit.
Facts. You feel me? Nah, because I know you said, I watched some of your podcasts, and you was like, you're big on like partnerships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not doing it all on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of challenged me. Oops, sorry. These mics. I thought I was going to do good and I have one fall today, but I guess here you go. But
get into it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it stumped me, because it was like, damn, I ain't got no partner. So, I gotta not necessarily say I gotta find a partner, but like what you just said a few minutes ago, finding somebody with the like mind of me. You know what I'm saying? That has that vision. So not all of my, but something similar.
So are there no longer 3 people? It used to be 3.
No, there used to be 3 people in the beginning,
and now it's 1.
And now it's just me.
Oh
dog.
shit!
Yeah. And I started with my friends, so it was just like, damn, we don't even speak no more, bro. Like that is bro.
The 3 made us.
Yeah, the 3 made us. That's what the whole creative thing was on, because it was like. You know, it first came from basketball. We had like a little basketball group, and then we branded ourselves to, you know what I'm saying, to a clothing line podcast and all that stuff. And it like
how long has the dissolution of the 3 been?
They've been gone for 3 years. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You had a co-host on the last episode.
Yeah, that's my boy that actually is on a podcast of ours, but he, you know what I'm saying, he helps out.
Okay, word. So you stopped for like a year and a half or a year or so?
Nah,
you never stopped.
Nah. So it's always like a period of like.
Okay, so you're telling me like in the beginning the other 2 dipped.
So in the beginning, right? It starts. We start talking about it. We start to kind of gradually move. 1 drops. Then me and the other one picked up whatever we had, and we did about 6 episodes together, and that split. And then it was just.
Well, you're strong.
It's very, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say it's kind of, in that sense, hard for me to trust people to step in, because it's like, I don't want to say okay.
Yeah. Are they still on the background on the header on YouTube?
They are. They are. We got to change that. But listen, man. I'm just saying, they probably still thinking like, oh, he's showing love. Listen, bro, I just ain't changing yet, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate neither one of them or feel. It's just like, be honest. Be honest. If you didn't want to, like, it's like if we went on a trip to go up a mountain. Don't wait till halfway we up the mountain to say you didn't want to come on this trip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we got to finish this and we got to go. And it kind of plays into what you say. You got to be around people that's like-minded like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if they don't have that same spirit or that same vision, it's gonna make like you're the bad guy or you're trying to do extra, or it's just gonna be like a force of energy that's, you know what I'm saying, that's not really coming together. It's really pulling apart.
Yeah, nah,
you know what I'm saying? So that shit, this is crazy. So, but I the co-host, he's a little busy, so sometimes he can't make these. So that's why I was just like, yeah, let me take on it. But he definitely helps out for sure. He's actually been a big help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you shoot, edit, you do all this yourself?
All myself, bro. all myself. And I had to learn. Yeah, because when the second dude dropped, he was the editor. So it was like, oh, shit. It's time to, you know what I'm saying, pick up. And I picked up and did it because I enjoy this. Like, I honestly, from the first interview I did, it gave me a feeling that it's just unsubscribable. I like sitting down and talking with people, learning their stories, and really, you know, diving deep into their stories.
And they're doing something like universal and spiritual, like even that you don't know, you feel me? Like, because you're taking on, like, it's like The Giver, you feel me? Like, you're taking on people's stories, and even while you process it without, like, words, or, like, it makes you better, like, because you just learned the whole story, you just learned the whole philosophy that you didn't have before every time you sit down with someone. So there's really no L to doing this, you feel me?
Word.
Because it's like, damn, and you get to, like, see the different scope of, like, where you're at in your environment, you feel me? So it's like, you know what I mean, but people got to see the worth, you feel me? Some people be chasing things that aren't like their expectations of what to come isn't like a realistic expectation. So that causes them to like fold before the journey really even begins for real, you feel me? Whereas if your expectation is just to get better and to understand more, you're going to get that every time. You feel me?
Nah, fact. You ever thought about being a therapist before the music thing? Bro, I'm telling you, listen. We sitting down on that couch like, yeah, Rob, shit's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? But now you're well spoken and you know what I'm saying, just easy to talk to.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. That's long.
Because I never really spilled the story like that. But you know, no guest really asked me though. But that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got me on the couch like, yeah, bro. They left me. They dipped out.
You handled it quite well. Like, you didn't disrespect them, anything like that. You just told what, you know what I mean, from your perspective how it went. And when you're an artist manager, bro, like a lot of it is like, is therapeutic. It's like it's a whole bunch of figures. It's all like in one. You feel me? And being a therapist or being someone that's like very easy to talk to, and the person that understands other perspectives. You feel me? Like
Facts.
my perspective is just one. The world is billions of perspectives. You feel me? Like we're like someone can see this stair, this building, and their processing of it is different. Like they could have a church, like their grandfather could have passed on the ladder, so now they're and then someone else could have had his greatest moment, got the sloppiest top he ever had on
the ladder.
So now he's smiling.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So it's like you never know the perspective someone has, even in the most mundane thing. You feel me? Because we all come from different experience and lived experience, so you can always gain new insight, even on the simplest of shit.
Facts.
So it's like knowing that like informs my work and makes me like, it's like a superpower of mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause, and you know, I do credit, you know, being from Boston, having that experience of being in Boston, which is a small ass, global ass, interesting ass city, then having to defend that city as a young ass age in the deep south.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? So
you went from it is a little crazy up north, but they really don't play down south. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I got jumped my first week on just off of being from a different place, talking different. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Real?
Like, yeah, really had to run bowls with niggas, like really like dukes up, going crazy.
Damn,
and you know what I mean? But it set me up for like understanding, you feel me? And it set me up for this life. Like, I don't play, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and everything I got now is like, because like that understanding of perspectives, that understanding of like, at any moment someone could be thinking wrong, and that's so right in their head, and even you could be the one thinking wrong. So just humble yourself, understand, and be patient with both yourself and others, and provide that grace. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you could be wrong.
Nah, that's
in
true.
your perspective.
Nah, facts.
You get what
and
I'm
I
saying?
always kind of look at it. I always kind of look at situations like from my perspective, and then I take my shoe. Like, I look at it from their perspective, or if I was them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always try to do that instead of say, oh, it's my way is always right.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? I always cut it up into three. If it's 3 or 2 or if it's 5, 6, whatever the case may be.
Make it make sense for real.
Yeah, whatever the case may be. So
that's real. That's real.
Okay.
And like I said, like, keep going, man.
Nah, for real. Oh, we definitely gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Good, you're nice, right? You're good
Appreciate
at this.
Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so explain to me, Put In Work TV. What's that about?
Oh yeah, so Put In Work TV is my media platform. So basically, we just talk music business, industry news, updates to hip hop and music, and then also Boston news and showcase Boston artists. So we have a YouTube.com at Put In Work.
Yep.
And we basically have a hip hop playlist called and hip hop and R&B playlist called Boston Hip Hop Now. We publish 7 to 10 times a day on our website. We got nominated for Music Publication of the Year 2 years in a row, and I like our first year. It's a cool website. It's going
very good website. Make sure y'all go check it out.
It is nice.
I'm gonna drop. Nah, it's very nice. I was like, oh, nah, this dope.
Yeah.
And you got the music, got other sections in there.
Yeah, New England culture. We got New England culture. We got music. We got news.
Yep.
We got like industry. We got national news. We got
videos.
Yeah, we got the video section. Then we got Culture Now, which is just like national podcasts, conversations, stuff like that. And then now we have this Boston section that I've been building since the new year, which is really fun and really interesting. We're trying to post in our Boston section around like 4 times a day. And then we're going to go live with our socials for real, like in the next month or so. And it's going to be fun, bro. It's going to be like just a database for artistry and creatives and what's going on in the happenings in the city from a creative standpoint. And yeah, Put In Work TV is like my brainchild of media, like what I think media should be and what I think media should be, and then also just a publishing platform for when I want to directly communicate thoughts or share things that I've discovered, and also just, you know, showcase what's happening in the city and the world, and, you know, hopefully people, you know, the audience grows every year, every month and stuff like that, and we got apps in the work for iOS and Android.
Okay.
And, you know, I want to eventually, you know, we'll be on, like, we'll have our own channel. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. Like, that's just my, like, media aspect. I feel like that's my idea for media and where I want to go. We're going to definitely add the 3 made us.
For
well,
sure.
really, it's really the three made me.
The three made me.
Tim, you know what I'm saying?
The three made me. But dude, it's hilarious. Nah, for real though, bro. The three made me, man. I always thought about like, yo, should I just change the name?
Nah, but it's also the guest and shit. I get it.
But it's also a representative of Boston, cause you know how they say threes for the bean.
Yeah, of course. The three made us. I get it. I 100% understood it.
So we can take that side of it and rock with that side. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I'll definitely be adding that and
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely like whenever you post and stuff like that. And so that's what Putting Work TV is. It's just my idea. It's a incubated thought that is a company. You feel me? That that's a subsidiary of Putting Work. It's like a sister company, and I'm just building something that I think could be a contributor in the hip hop media space. We don't talk beef, violence, death, unless it's of old age or jail, and we just push out shit
positivity.
That we think is shit that we think is cool, and philosophy and enlightenment. You feel me? I'm big on enlightenment, bro, because enlightenment changed my life. You feel me?
Absolutely. Okay, so will the management ever be more than music? Like, will it be possible to sign athletes, actresses, or something like that? Or
if it makes sense. Like if it makes sense, man. If I get to a place to where it makes sense, and I have partners that can contribute and help with that aspect and that spirit, I'll take on actors, models. I managed every type of act before. Like you singers, songwriters, producers, DJs, models, vixens. You feel me?
You've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah, like so. If it makes sense, if it's not just me grinding out by myself, and it's a formidable partnership with maybe an organization or someone that has like an extremely great portfolio and resume as a talent manager or talent management company owner, then we can make it shake. And in due time, that could happen. But it's not on my plans because I'm like so focused on building like really good companies right now. That's what I want to do. I want to build like really good creative companies.
Facts.
Like, that's what I really want to do, and I want to help people build their really good creative companies. And then in that way, if I do that enough times, I can help thousands of creatives. You feel me? Without having to do the legwork of 1v1.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so I know you talked about it a little bit earlier, but you didn't really get into too much detail. So talk to me about Future Forward, the festival that was created by you, right?
Yes. So Future Forward was a festival that me and a partner, Keona Wynn, PhD, started in 2021, and then I ended up taking over Future Forward. She ended up starting More Life. She did More Life. The last Future Forward now was taken over by Dorchester Art Project, a company I'm now a co-owner of, arts cooperative in the city, that we basically help champion, support, and service artists in the city, and we're building that up. So Future Forward is just an idea. It's based off of my uncle who passed away. He didn't make it to 40. He passed away in a Boston jail. And I feel like it's just about utilizing, combining music, talent, healthcare, community resources, so that people can gain insight from every area of what's available to them in the city that they're from and hopefully love. It's just about our Future Forward. It's a connected city. It's a cooperative city from my lens. You feel me?
Facts.
And I'm just trying to contribute to that any way I can.
Nah, absolutely. And it's more of just art, not just art, but art. Is it art in music?
Art, yeah. So it had musicians, it had media, it had art, actually live paintings. Then it had community resources. You feel me? Whether it be hospitals, whether it be community organizations that support, whether it be youth organizations such as like Beat the Odds, you know what I'm saying, or Teen Empowerment. You feel me? Just supporting each other and all coming together and showing that this is ours. And then we're doing it in the heart of the city. The first one was at Washington Park, Malcolm X Park, and then the second one was supposed to be at Harambe Park and Franklin Field. And then the next one, we're coming soon. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not this year, but possibly next. You feel me? So it just depends on the partners and how we can make it shake.
How we make it shake. Make sure y'all look out for that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what's your strategy with promoting and marketing your artist's music?
My strategy is to help them get the best opportunities they can possibly get. We don't really overly do digital.
Yes.
We're more real life focused, so it's just like preparing them to succeed in real life moments and to secure their moment, and just making sure they have the music that matches. That's where my philosophy is. I'm not too much on like digital fuckery or like making a clown of yourself on the internet.
Yeah.
So we just do what we do. We make our product and we go to people and network, meet people, and the product spreads and it works. It's not the fastest route, but it's working.
Facts.
You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, that's my form of marketing. Just slow burn, you feel me? But it get bigger and bigger. Like one person tell another person, tell another person, tell another person. Now 1,000 people know, and then all of a sudden, those 1,000 people tell another 1,000.
Yeah,
that's 2,000 people know, and then who knows how many? Like honestly, I couldn't even gauge how many people probably know have heard of me in passing. Like sometimes, like even like people have came up to me and like, bro, I remember you did this. Like, it was like 7 years ago, you feel me? 8 years ago, you feel me? Like, yo, I remember seeing you here. Now, did you this? Like, well, you done this, bro? Like, I've been following you this whole time. And it's not like, it's just, you just never know how your movements are engaging with people all over the world. Like, like even Texas, like people in Texas, I don't know what it is about Texas, but they fuck with me, bro.
They show love.
Yeah, like mad love, bro. Like where it's like, and they'll be like, yo, I've been following you since here. Or I've been following you since, bro, this is crazy. Like even before putting work. And I'm like, damn, bro, that's love, bro.
Nah, that is love. It make you feel good.
Make you feel amazing, bro. It makes you feel like the work is like, because you never know, bro. Or even like when, there's people from all over the world that know about my artist or have heard my artist's music. It's just, it's just a feeling that's so refreshing, bro. Like when it's like your music getting played in South Africa, your music getting played in Nigeria, your music getting played in Europe, you know what I'm saying, in London. Like people know your name in London, bro. Like Switzerland, Australia, like they bump our shit. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, it's fire, bro. It's fire. Like
I feel you.
It's fire. Like,
loving it.
Yeah, and that's how you know the shit working, bro.
Absolutely. So who are some of your favorite artists in Boston right now?
From what standpoint? Musically, C4, of course. Bumping music wise, like who I've been bumping lately?
You could give me 3 more artists if you
I rock with Boy Rock.
Okay.
His consistency, the tape. I love what Cave been doing. The energy, the music. I'm excited. Like he's actually making me super excited for his Jungle Jux album.
Okay.
On the I respect DJ Lucas a lot.
Okay.
Like how he's been working the features and not just Mass representing Mass. Who else? Invader making crazy records. Who else? That I've been bumping, bro. Who else? Oh, let me. You got. You got Big Salsa. You got Shelly Marie, Key. They've been making great music. Real, and just who else? Production wise, of course, Gibb DJ's killing this shit.
Shout out to him.
And then you got Star. Star been being consistent. He just dropped the EP. The World Fascinates Me, which has been it's an interesting Star. You feel me? So I'm excited to see where he's going next.
Absolutely.
It may start, by the way. And I can go on. I love Meech Bowles' consistency. Yep. My favorite record right now. What happened? Let me. I'm sorry.
Check it.
I gotta go to my playlist. 1 second. I just, you know what I mean. Playlist wise, let me go to it.
Who you rocking with?
Yeah, let me go to it.
Gotta find it.
1 second.
Looking for the artist, y'all. Give them you looking for the artist?
Nah, I'm just making sure I'm shouting out everybody.
Yeah. You ain't trying to leave nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Boy Rock.
I
gotta. Oh, the rollout for Birds by Blue Hill Bill.
Okay.
Yeah, his name was Billy Escobar. He changed his name. He dropped a song called what was his name of the song? It was a freestyle or some shit. It was called the Blue Hill Poem. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Like,
Fire.
And then just the way he's rolling out like his new name. You feel me? He's doing it the right way. Like he got a feature with Boy Rock, Baby Car Seat. They just dropped that video. He been doing it right, bro. Like I've been rocking with the way he's rolling this shit out, and he's really repping Boston hard. Like doing so I've been rocking. Yeah, his new shit is called Birds. BYRDS. That shit.
Okay.
The songs I've heard is hard. And then Boy Rock and DJ Lucas just dropped a joint. DJ Lucas just dropped some shit with Chicken P. Hard. Trill Manny just dropped some shit with Capella Gray. Hard. Dorian Pierre just dropped some shit. Hard. You get what I'm saying? Meech Bowl just dropped the You Are Forgiven project. He been consistent. He dropped like 15 videos in the past month. Of course, Isha. I can't forget Isha. Isha's my favorite artist in the city. Like really, Isha, Joe Saza, Maceo Mays, Sanye. I really enjoy. But Isha's from Lawrence. And yeah, she hard.
She's tough.
Yeah. She got records. Like she got One Night. Then you got the R&B side. You got Tyler Loyal. You got Nolly with the R&B.
You ever heard of Nate Speaks?
Of course.
How you feel?
Of course. I rock with Nate Speaks shit.
Okay.
You feel me? Now, when it comes to am I bumping? Probably not as much.
Yes.
You feel me? But Neighborhood Healer, hard. And I haven't heard her. She dropped some new shit recently.
Nah, I was just asking.
Yeah, Neighborhood Healer is crazy.
Yeah,
you know
she definitely was. She was on her one.
Yeah, and then all of that words speak like Avenue, what they doing, like they're doing great. Like Yana G, you know what I'm saying? She's on the playlist. Who else? Yeah, I just have mad artists.
You got mad artists.
And then on the other side, like on the street side, there's some artists. My Wave, Drop My Dog.
Okay.
You know that shit's hard. Like that video's good. King Bricks, hard.
Yep, definitely.
Motherfucking. Consistency wise, is Pole Boy Mookie been dropping. You get what I'm saying? He been dropping a lot of raps. You feel me? And they're good. Khalif dropped Eater James. That song is crazy. I could go on, but
nah, you named a lot, man. So they can't be mad if you know what I'm saying.
And then of course you got E.T., who used to be Saint Leor, but he's E.T. now. He knows how to motherfucking rap. Samba is really good. Zed Kenzo making crazy. Monavelli. Clark D, of course. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have to give us no more. But shout out to all of them. And of course,
Latrell James. You feel me?
Okay,
like,
shout out.
Running in Place album was crazy. Like,
shout out to all of them, man. We want to see them. You feel me? We want to see them win, man. We want to see them up on the biggest stage. You know what I mean?
Like I said, like niggas been dropping. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can go on. Like niggas got projects coming out. Niggas got hard shit. And niggas is doing what they supposed to do. Like. A lot of artists, a lot of good managers, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of good studios. You feel me? Like, and niggas doing what they supposed to do. It's hard.
Absolutely. And we back, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to check up on a few things, but you got into it a little bit earlier. Quickly, what's your issue with the artists making content?
Oh, you talking about on the high street interview?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? With me, bro, like it's not about making content. I have no problem with artists making content. You feel me? It's more so when you. Content is your life. Like you making more content and you making music. You so focused on the content, you forgetting to write raps.
Facts.
Or like make good music with good hooks and good verses that tell a good story that resonates with the listeners. Facts. You get what I'm saying? That's more important than anything else. I get it, content, the marketing, that comes after you have a product that's worthy of marketing. You feel me? So when people think content heavy first, it's that era of when you know your title before you know what it's gonna do before you even make it. So then you make it to do this, and then when it don't do that, now you scrambling trying to figure out something else to do to get a reaction. And I'm just not a reaction type of person. I don't work for a reaction. Like I work because this shit my livelihood and it makes sense for me. It's not about anyone else. Now when it comes to if you're making music for an audience and you're serving that audience, if your music resonates with that audience, you shouldn't have to put your legs in the air and say, look at me. You know what I'm saying? And you're showing, you know what I mean? Got you exposed and shit. I'm just not into that shit. You feel like that's my perspective though.
Yeah, you feel like it takes away from actually making, your job to make a hit record. Yeah. Or to make hit records.
Yeah, it takes away from, what you need to do to make, but like at the end of the day, some people are great content creators and that's cool. You don't have to be a rapper to be a content creator. You can just go direct, stream for 24 hours. You get what I'm saying? Facts. And it's the quantity thing to where like when you're a streamer, like one day if you stream for 24 hours, you got more content than a rapper will have probably for the year. in one day. So your numbers, like, you can make money off of that. You don't got to do music like to get that attention.
Yeah,
you can do other things that are just straight content related.
Yes.
So I that's what I think. Like, when you come around me, like, I'm a music manager, like I'm an artist talent manager, like, and my talent, I haven't managed like streamers yet or things like that. I don't know that realm. I know they getting money though. I know the top earners are getting money. I don't know about the bottom earners. You get what I'm saying? Or the middle. But even then, even if you're not a top earner or bottom earner in music, there's that realm of, like, I still made something that resonates. You feel me? For me, like, so it doesn't matter the dollar amount. Like, but for a streamer, like I said, I don't know that game all the way. So maybe people know something I know, but I ain't seen nobody making crazy checks on this content they're creating. So I'm confused to why they're doing it, like how they're doing it. Do they think it's coming in the future? It's just about, man, with me, if you're an artist and you're a music maker, your goal should be to make the best music. Now, I know your goal should also be to put adjacent content that matches the music that's also great. But I just don't believe, if you're a musician, your main focus should be content. That's just me. Could be wrong. It's a bet I'm willing to take.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? You feel me?
Okay. So what's some advice you would give to someone just starting their management company?
Just start. Find a talent that you believe in, that you will go to the end of the world for, or not even maybe to the end of the world, but down the street for. You feel me? And just go down the street, make it happen. And then see if it makes sense for you. Don't try to scale too fast, too big, too fast. Just work your move with your talent, figure out your angle and work it. You feel me? Don't overthink it. Like, it don't gotta be perfect. It don't gotta be precise. You know what I'm saying? If you have an inclination to do it, you can do it. You feel me? Like, but it's just about understanding, like, if you're in management, your goal is to help the artist. Like, that's my goal. Like, before, like, bro, I was 8 years in manager before I ever did an interview. You feel me? Like, I wasn't trying to be seen or attention and thing. This just came with me getting to a level at my skill set, and then figuring out I have to go to a next level. So now, but this wasn't my starting point.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So for you, like, if you really want to start and you really want to do this shit, just start and do this shit and be open and honest with the person you're doing it with. Like, when it comes to your partner or the artist you're working with, and just let them know, like, I'm learning, or this is why I'm doing it, and be very clear and transparent with your intentions. You feel me? This is a very intention heavy business. And this is a very spiritual business. Like, this is not just, I'll do it. You feel me? It's livelihoods and spirits on the line, and you know, every day it's a beautiful experience. So don't play with it. Like, that's all I would say. Don't play. If you're gonna do it. Have fun with it, and don't play with it.
And go all the way. Yeah, go all the way.
Yeah, go as much as you can go until you know what I mean. A lot of people quit, and it's okay. You can pivot. You feel me?
Exactly. 2 more questions I got for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what's your goals for 2025?
My goals for 2025 is to just take some trips, see some of the world, work in some different parts of the world, build up, do a trusted art project, build up, put in work, get my artists new opportunities, keep growing the brands and the entities we've been developing, and get smarter. You feel me? I love getting smarter. I love getting more insight, more intellect, more analytical, more logical, and you only can do that via more intelligence and more insight. So my goal for 2025 is just to become a better version of what I'm already, because I'm content and secure with what I am. And now I just want to build it up to the highest level, to the highest degree. You feel me?
Absolutely. Favorite food spot in Boston right now?
Bro, you know, I fuck with Honey Grill, bro.
Honey Grill?
Honey Grill. It's in Fenway.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I'm vegetarian, vegan leaning.
So, okay. So you ain't playing.
Yeah.
There's another spot called Rhythm and something.
Rhythm and Raps.
Rhythm and Raps. You tried that?
Shout out to Jesse. Yeah, that's my guy.
Okay.
Rhythm and Raps. That's my spot too.
How long have you been vegan?
Vegetarian with vegan leaning, but like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't eat meat. You feel me?
Okay. And that's been all your life?
No. I stopped smoking like 10 years ago, and I stopped drinking. 12 years ago now, and I stopped drinking 4 years ago.
Any reason, or you just felt like
locking into that highest power, bro?
Yep.
And just being fluid with what's going on. You feel me? Being completely present in every moment. You feel me?
Facts. Absolutely. I feel that.
Yeah, even in my fatigue. You Feel me?
Your facts.
I'm present in it. So
Yes.
it just informs my work.
Yeah, it's facts. And I got one more.
I'm a man.
One more. What's an album you could listen to with no skips?
Spirit of Warrior. by C4.
Okay, I knew it was gonna be something by C4.
Yeah.
Check you out, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%,
okay.
man. Putting work records, man.
Absolutely. Well, Rob, it was a pleasure to have you here, man. Great episode, man. Keep doing what you're doing with Put In Work Records and Put In Work TV, man. You doing the damn thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me, bro. The three made us.
The three made us. You know what I'm saying? Not the three made me, but the three made us. Yo, bro.
Hey, man.
I love that. That was funny.
One is the loneliest number.
Nah, for real, man. Listen, you classic. I love it, bro. I love it.
Let's get it, man. It's the growth, man. It's the growth and progress, man.
Absolutely. But I'm happy to have you here, man. I love what you're doing, bro. Keep doing it. You know, we hoping that C4 hits them charts and explode, and your other producer
Gib DJ.
Shout out to Gib DJ,
Put in work,
bro.
let's get it. We to the moon with this shit.
Yes, sir. We need the hottest beats and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go tap in with bro,
Sure.
because I know he definitely working. Because you see Rob right here, he don't play. So anybody else who's around him, I'm pretty sure they have that same work ethic. So shout out to both of those guys, and shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for having me, man. This was great.
You already, man. Keep doing your thing, man, and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man, and see y'all next episode.
Click that button.
Peace. Yes.